uh, as we usually do, coming to the streets to get the views and opinions of Nigerians on what is happening in the country today. How was your day? How was your night? Okay, a big welcome to everyone that's been watching, that subscribe to Flip TV. I say a big thank you to all of you. I have my excellent and committed reviewers here this morning. I have Mr. Chigozie, Mr. Matthew. No, I have Mr. Chigozie, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Raphael, Mr. David, and Mr. Kunle. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines this morning. Let's move over to having the papers this morning. On the New Telegraph, I have the New Telegraph this morning. The New Telegraph I have this morning. Main headline of the New Telegraph: Gumi blames the federal government for rise in kidnapping and banditry. Gumi blames federal government for rise in kidnapping and banditry. Startup: Nigeria sustains lead in Africa's $533.3 million funding. Startup businesses: Nigeria sustains lead in Africa's $533.3 million funding. Inflation slides to 16.8% in August. That is from FDC. Akeredolu: bandits should be tagged terrorists. Bandits should be tagged terrorists. That is from Akeredolu, governor of Ondo State. Says Nigerians now living in fear. Nigerians now living in fear. President orders service chiefs to read northwest, north central of bandits. President ordered service chiefs to read northwest, north central of bandits. Army to receive remaining Tucano jets next week. Army to receive remaining Tucano jets next week. Saudi Arabia cuts production to take in Nigerians crude oil. Buhari is saying that Saudi Arabia cuts production to take in Nigeria's crude oil. Third wave: US announces stiffer measures for green card applicants. Third wave of the COVID-19 Delta variant: US announces stiffer measures for green card applicants. Okay. Gumi is saying that military force against bandits won't solve insurgency. Military force against bandits won't solve insurgency. Explains why Zamfara is epicenter of crime. Overwhelmed governors prodding citizens to self-defense, says General Ikpongwem. Others: overwhelmed governors prodding citizens to self-defense, says General Ikpongwem. Others: Niger Delta ex-militants issue 1-week ultimatum for unpaid stipends. Niger Delta ex-militants issued 1-week ultimatum for unpaid stipends. No doctor is owed salary. That is from federal government. No doctor is owed salary. Government Johesu broker truce as union embraces dialogue. Government Johesu broker truce as union embraces dialogue. COVID-19 Delta variant twice deadlier than previous strain. Delta variant twice deadlier than previous strain. MPHCDA is saying. Let's move over to the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. Beside the masthead: court grants Nnamdi Kanu leave to serve process on army. Others: court grants Nnamdi Kanu leave to serve process on army. Others: PDP considers Okowa Fintiri Autumn as convention chair. PDP considers Okowa Fintiri Autumn as convention chair. Doctors give conditions to end 6-week-old strike. Doctors give conditions to end 6-week-old strike. Seek Osibajo's intervention. Federal government denies owing them. Federal government denies owing them. Hold government accountable for industrial action. That is Johesu. Hold government accountable for industrial action. Buhari orders sustained action to end abductions, killings. Buhari orders sustained action to end abduction, killings. We are still testing Tucano jets. Minister is saying we are still testing Tucano jets. Minister is saying. Senate begins public hearing on Kalu's motion on illegal mining, gold smuggling. Senate begins public hearing on Kalu's motion on illegal mining, gold smuggling. Anambra governorship candidates: INEC to display new voters register tomorrow. Anambra gubernatorial poll: INEC to display new voters register tomorrow. Insist on deployment of technology. Igboho versus FG DSS. Court adjourns case to September 17 for ruling judgment. And lastly, cholera: 10 feared dead in Ogun community. 10 feared dead in Ogun community over cholera outbreak. Let's have a review this morning. Mr. Chigozie, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Christian. It's a pleasure being here this morning.
We appreciate your commitment, your consistency on this platform.
Thank you very much. Is my sacrifice is a service to humanity
Okay,
anyway.
let's look at Akeredolu's. People have been saying this all over and over again. Akeredolu has come out to say bandits should be tagged terrorists. Say Nigerians now living in fear. People have been saying this. What is stopping the federal government looking at what these bandits have done to the sovereignty of this country?
Uh, well, it is not out of place for Akeredolu to express his feelings or opinion. Well, beyond that, I think he should also. I hope he's aware of the antecedents of the Boko Haram, which eventually metamorphosized into banditry and all that. They are the same oppression, uh, of which their main or core values or objectives is to Islamize the entire region. You can see that barely 2 decades now, when Boko Haram came up, the agenda is to eradicate anything that has to do with the uh, that, uh, Western education and its allies. Now, what you understand over the years, they have succeeded in destroying the fabrics of our existence, and they have crippled the educational system, which is one of their agenda, in a bid to entrench the Islamic tenets of faith or Islamic religion. Today, in the history of Nigeria, Western education has been totally destroyed. You can see they started by killing teachers, but as time goes on, they now understood that for them to sustain their diabolic plan, they must source for funds. And now they consider that the only way they can source for funds, they can extort from the government, is to start adopting the school children. By that way, they will frustrate the parents or the school system, and as well extort money from the government, so that they can equip themselves and get more ammunition and armory to combat and promote the Islamic agenda, which of course has been sustained. Today, the entire school within the northern borders has been closed down. You see, it simply means that these people are succeeding in that singular agenda of Islamizing the entire country. They have succeeded. In fact, they have captured the entire northern region. You see, they come up with Sharia. They started with Sharia, Sharia law, which of course over 13 or thereabout states in the northern have adopted that. You see them with their enforcement agency we call the Hisba. So these are gradual process, and the north is, of course, when I mean the north, the majority of the northern people are comfortable living with such developments.
You can't say the majority.
I say majority because I understood that position. Majority are comfortable. I understood that not all of them, because we also have Christian extortion, people that profess Christian from that region. But when you take a statistic of the happenings, you understood that majority are comfortable living with such development, which is very unfortunate. That's why, of course, how many people from the north have protested against the Sharia enactment? None. So invariably, they are comfortable with such, and you don't. That's why, of course, it had to scale the national the state assembly.
If they are comfortable with such, that means you must agree with Gumi when he said that they should give this bandit amnesty, because they are saying that they should handle their situation themselves. So we must agree with them in solving their issues themselves by saying that federal government should give the bandits amnesty.
Yeah, why, from his position, is not objective in his analysis. On what basis should the Boko Haram be considered for such amnesty? On the basis that, is it on the basis that their agitation is justifiable? The killing and manning and disruption of the communal and societal life, what fueled that agitation? Is it that they are asking or demanding for their right, the legitimate right, or they are demanding for good governance, or they are demanding for part of the oil proceeds from their own country home? Because there is no basis for such engagement on the part of the federal government if they are really sincere in combating or fighting crime, which I know that is far from the truth. Even their body language suggests otherwise, that of course they are the one abetting or aiding such a level of crime. Otherwise, I don't see any reason why Boko Haram and the Mieti Allah and their allies should be having a field day. Of recent, I saw a video that went viral. Over 200 of the Boko Harams or the supposed bandits, they are still the same people hiding under the disguise of bandits. They are Boko Haram, they are terrorists, international terrorists, with their bikes and the sophisticated weapon. You see, at their goals, they knew where they are. You see, why wouldn't the government of Nigeria engage their militaries against these people? They are just fooling themselves, and of course, we understood what is happening. So that's why, of course, the likes of Gumi could come up and said, you should give them amnesty.
But don't you see that the more that they try to use military might against these bandits, the more they increase their operation?
Well, of course, because they have an ulterior motive, a diabolic plan, which not until that is done, they will back down. Amnesty does not solve the problem. It rather gives them another platform, another advantage over the Nigerian military. Because by that, you will, of course, probably send them abroad or give them other juicy considerations, which, of course, their target is to search for funds so that they can sustain that act of terrorism. And for you to counter terrorism, it also requires force. It requires funds. So that is just the position. Unfortunately, the Nigerian government is still living in self-deception and denial.
Okay, let's look at Monday sit at home. Banks were shut and some people in Imo State were not able to access the banks. Now the government of Imo State had to finally close banks because of obeying the IPOB sit at home order. How do you look at it?
In the interest of the masses, safety is paramount. Whatever that will threaten your safety, you have the right to, take precautionary measures. I think that is what informed the position of the banking sector to close down. Because if you cannot guarantee, if the government of Imo State, under the deceptive mandate of Uzodinjo, could not guarantee the safety of the workers, of the populace of Imo State, then why should you force the people to endanger their lives? In fact, how much are you paying them? Most of the civil servants, you cut their allowances or their salary. If somebody is earning 75,000 or 40,000, you give him 20,000 and ask him to keep quiet. Otherwise, you have to sack the person. So first thing is to be alive before you discuss of other issues. Life should be held sacrosanct and paramount. So which he has no reason. Of course, his position should be challenged in the court of law because that is beyond. He's acting outside his jurisdiction. He has no right to shut down those people who shut down their businesses. Understood what is going because they are no longer comfortable with the system, and the likes of Uzodinma could no longer guarantee the safety of the people, which is his primary objective, of which unfortunately he took a deceptive oath of allegiance. Of course, we understood that incident that brought him into where he is now.
Buhari is set to visit Imo State tomorrow. IPOB has said that he's not welcome. What's your position? What will you say about his visit to Imo State? And you're from Imo State.
Well, I'm not the spokesperson of IPOB, and I hail from Imo State. Imo State is peace-loving people. Imo State would not want the blood of course, a stranger to be spilled on their own soil. That is something we cherish so much. We are, of course, interested in the safety of everyone within our territory. So we are peace-loving people, but unfortunately, the dispensation of Muhammadu Buhari have destroyed the fabric of that unity. And of course, what informed the position of the IPOB is, of course, it's about the people, the indigenous people of Biafra. What are you coming to do in that region? When you have technically sidelined or skimmed the entire region out of the events or out of your own government, you are busy. You opened the Defense Academy in Jaji. You opened Air Force military army academics in different parts of the country. But you have not considered it to at least do one or two federal jobs or projects in the entire Southeastern region. You see, you build so many facilities, maritime industries, Air Force training school, war school in Brno, in Bauchi. You have not even considered. It means that we are not part of your jurisdiction. So what are you doing there, for crying loud? That is what informed the position of the people. You see, you are not part of us. So what we don't recognize you, you are not welcomed. And I think that should send. It's a president of who? It's a president of animal kingdom. Even in animal kingdom, there are others. Everyone stays within his own territory without violating or entrenching other people's rights. You have cost more. Rather, what you will do, your only project is to mobilize the military, to use the instrument of the state against the people, and to take over their ancestral home, and you cede them to the Fulanis, the ancestral farm lands to the Fulanis for Ruga or grazing routes. That is what you consider, the only project you consider that is necessary or that you deem necessary to run within this Southeastern region. But other facilities, other developmental projects has been sidelined. We have been skimmed out of events, and that is what informed the people. Look at major federal roads within the Southeastern region. Look at Imo State. They don't have roads. No federal. There's absence of federal presence within the entire region. So what is it coming for? Look at, you can imagine one of the dealers, what did you call them? The importers. He said he went to China and he intended to move his goods from China to Enugu International Airport. He was charged, he was billed for that trip. Not only this good just arrived in Lagos. And when he came to Lagos, I asked, why is it that he paid for his destination? He paid was Enugu State. So why should they divert the good? He said no, that Enugu International Airport is not working. There is just on the paper, you recognize it at the international airport. So it's only Lagos State that is considered, and Lagos State and Port Harcourt, if that is still working. So you can see the level of injustice meted on the people. We have seaports, we have maritime comparative advantage to cite maritime university within the Southeastern region. But instead of doing that, you took it to Kaduna State, which has no any history of oil. You let pipe from the Eastern State down to Kaduna State, down to Zamfara. You see, then what are you coming to do in Imo State? That is the question. So of course, it is a commendable position to have announced sit at home, because it's a way of telling him that stay wherever you want to. Stay in the north and probably other regions which you consider your jurisdiction. The southeastern regions or the old eastern region are not part of this country, because there's nothing that integrates us, there's nothing that could substantiate that position or claim that we belong to Nigeria.
Okay.
So we belong to a country which, of course, everybody is looking up to. And that country is called Nigeria. That country is called Biafra, because Nigeria is already gone. So I hope that everybody should comply. If I'm in Imo State, I will encourage everyone to sit at home, because we have no job. Our teeming population, we produce the greater number of graduates on yearly basis. Okay. Yet there are no place to absorb them.
Okay,
and we are roaming the streets of Lagos and the streets of the entire regions of this country, and you still expect us to welcome who?
Thank you very much.
Is coming to desecrate, of course, our fatherland, which must not be allowed. Whatever happens becomes a history.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. I think I have Mr. Sunday this morning. He wants to speak. Let's go on.
Okay, good morning, Christian Chuku Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano. Good morning. Nice work, man.
Good morning.
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God.
I don't know. We have Sunday calling. I don't know whether we can pick his call. Let's see whether this will work. Okay, he has stopped calling. Okay. Let's look at Gumi. Gumi is blaming federal government for rise in kidnapping and banditry.
Sure. You know, as the Sheikh Gumi, you know, yesterday he said something that did not go well with me. I bashed him, but this morning, I think he's talking sense. The Sheikh Gumi is talking sense, because if not the government that created the scene, why can't we find solution? Why can't they find solution to all this insecurity? They can nip it on the bud if they really want, because they know where these people are. The easiest thing they can do is to get a drone that will locate them up and, you know, finish them up. Okay. But there's no will to get that thing done. And I think it's just a double game the government is playing with these people.
I have Sunday. Hello, Sunday. Morning. Okay, Sunday is calling from. Let me put this thing here. Let me just put it here. Mr. Sunday, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, morning, Sunday. Morning. How is your body? How is your health? Yeah, how now?
We thank God.
Yeah, how now?
We thank God, right?
Yeah, are you okay? Are you better off now?
Yes, I thank God.
We are helping you in prayer. We are keeping, you know, we are praying for you likewise, yeah. And everybody is asking for you. All the viewers are asking for you. So when are you coming back?
This month ending.
So he wants to speak. Let me.
This month ending.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning. I don't know if you can hear you, Sunday. Good morning. You want to contribute? Yeah. Want to contribute? You read the papers this morning.
Yeah.
So what are you going to say? Gumi is blaming the federal government.
You know, good morning, everyone. My fans, my lover one, people that wish me well. I greet all of you, and it shall be well with everybody.
Okay.
So I thank you for how many people that come to my aid, and God will bless all of you.
Okay.
So, you know, Nigeria's situation today has become something that even the president himself is even more confused, because by the time there was a time we all were calling that let them arrest Gumi, but you see that what Gumi is saying today is one thing that the federal government need to know about. People that are not fighting them. They have Buhari is after people that is not fighting them. He's chasing IPOB, he's chasing Oduduwa Nation, and while the main people causing problem havoc in the north, in other part, herdsmen terrorists, Mekiala. Buhari is still romancing with them, bringing them to his office, still romancing with them, eating together.
But Gumi is blaming federal government for the rise in kidnapping and banditry.
That is what I say now, yes. Because the government is not doing anything about it, and that's why people that are supposed to speak. I always say that people that are supposed to talk about what is happening today, all of them are afraid. So people that want to speak, let them speak so that we'll know where we are. If the country is not working again, the people that should just let us know and they should just stop deceiving people, causing problems. See, when I was coming that time from that place, from Lagos to this place, you see how many checkpoints you go see in East. Okay, why all those police in the East? Why can they not send them to North to fight the bandit and the insecurity? Even Abuja self is not safe again. So you look at the country, you know that everybody are just doing their business. Nobody, even the new IG, the new police, chief of army staff, they break. I'm still looking to army that will rise up the way they are doing in Guinea, where they dethrone the president.
Oh, you want them to dethrone? You want them to dethrone Buhari?
Yeah, no. I want it to happen in Nigeria because we are passing worse than what they are passing through in the other part of African country. But you see that the military men there will rise up to fight the government, but our own, all of them are afraid. You understand? I want it to happen because when it happens, we will have a new structure. And if the country cannot divide, we will have a new structure. You understand?
Yeah.
So you see that things will get better because now they have been agitating, and the president with the evil man is still fighting against the agitation. He just after people that are not fighting him. We know that when IPOB start, IPOB no get carry gun, no carry knife, only flag. But anytime boy hear about IPOB, his man go court. He begin the fight, begin send soldier to Nnamdi Kanu. He forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But the same soldier he sent to Nnamdi Kanu, the same kidnapper DSS they sent to Sunday Bohas. They could not send those people to the bandit, the camp of the bandit, because there was some time. Some of those bandit leaders were complaining that the governor of the state in the north did not allow them to pursue bandit. You know, they are confessed on different police, counter-terrorism, they don't give them care. They want to go, they say, I leave them. You know what I'm saying? So that is where we find ourselves.
Okay. Let's lastly, last question. Mr. Sunday, last question. Okay. Buhari is coming to Imo State tomorrow to visit and also.
He should go where. Thank God that IPOB sit at home in Imo State, all the way Eastern State, and that's at home. If you like, may carry out the whole soldier where they get again. Go block and they block up Umaya yesterday where they want only court where they want to judge about how they are taking and in DSS custody. All the whole soldier had to block road. I know that is what they will do again, but I want to let you know.
Mr. Chingo said he's not welcome. Do you also buy the idea that Buhari should not come?
He should not come. That's what I'm telling you now. He should not come. He should go to where there is problem. Yeah, in this our side, we'll solve our problem by ourselves because we see the northern people are there, nothing they have been doing for us. It's only in Ikata people. In group, Hope is Odima, will be in group evil men with this one, where they here. But instead, all those are the people that are welcome him. But let me tell you something. In the whole of this South and Southeast, if we have another person like Governor Wike again, okay, the northern people will begin to respect us because all of them are afraid. They don't want to die. I like Wike. I always say that I like him because he's the only one that do something without fear of favor from anybody. You understand? I know some people don't like him. But if we have another governor like that, in this South and Southeast, the northern people will never march on the toe of the people. You understand?
Okay, finally. Your final thought, Mr. Sunday. Your final thought.
My own that I want to say, let all the IPOB leader, IPOB group in the East, they should make Buhari know that East did not belong to Nigeria anymore because we are not benefiting anything from the Eastern part. You understand? East not belong to, let him go to Dara, let him go to Meduguri, let him go to Niger State. Even the Abuja way, Boko Haram terrorists don't take over. Let him visit all those places. And know how to solve the issue. You should not come to Imo State. The problem of Imo State will be solved by the people from Imo State. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday.
Everybody.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Sunday from Akwa Ibom. Mr. Kunle,
Yeah, good to hear from him. Good to hear from Sunday. And we're so glad that it's improving. The health is improving. Right?
Okay. Gumi is blaming federal government for the rise in kidnapping, banditry in the country.
Sure, it's on point this time around.
I don't really understand Gumi.
He's just a confused man. You know, at times he will speak with wrong side. We wake up from the wrong side of the bed, and he will say, you know, something contrary. You know, and at times he will hit the point, hit the topic, hit the situation, hit it on the head.
Okay.
And the way it is now, I think somebody like Goldman will have been a special advisor, media, to Mr. President with Buhari, and the way he always come around, say something that is not even relevant to what is going on in the country now, or say something contrary to what is going on. I think this man needs to be picked up and profiled him. I don't know why Mr. President has not ordered his men to invite him and let him keep talking, you know, in detention, because I don't really understand the purpose of. I learned he was in Igboho yesterday. That's Sunday Igboho's town. I don't know what he was looking for around there. He's just a confucianist. Mr. Gumi, Sheikh Gumi is a confucianist. About what he's saying is not a news to us any longer. It's not a news. 10 years back, there was nothing like bandits. 10 years back, there was nothing like Boko Haram. But there was Boko Haram. Sorry, there was nothing like X-Men 10 years back. But there was nothing like bandit likewise 10 years back. So we were only facing Boko Haram, and then it wasn't even as they were not as sophisticated as this. So how come this present dispensation we just started seeing strange killer herdsmen in this country? Who invited them? And according to what I heard, that these people, they were just mercenaries that were invited, in which the some of the party men even attested to it, that this is what they did. They invited them and they promised them something, you know, bonus. I mean, they promised them goodies after doing the dirty job they came for, but they could not meet up again. So the whole situation is just in comatose now, since these people want some huge amount of money to be compensated for compensation, and the people that invited them could not cope with it. So that's what we are really facing now. These people, they are not Nigerians, definitely. The government in power must have known that they are not Nigerians, because during the advent of the
Masari, yes, they say that most of them are Nigerians.
It's rubbish. Sorry, Masari is not on point. It's not on point. Do you want to tell me a Fulani herdsman from Chad is a Nigerian? A Fulani herdsman from what's it called, Niger, is from Nigeria? When the borders are porous, even his own state, Katsina, he has a lot of porous borders where they smuggle, where they come in and they go out easily. And for him not to be saying majority of them are Nigerian, maybe he wants to nationalize them to Nigeria. Maybe he has gotten passports for all of them. So I don't know why all these leaders, so-called leader in quotes, so-called leaders, why they always talk from the double side of their mouth. I don't even know. This same Masari that said they should crush them, they should not even, they should not even give them soft landing, that they should crush them. Now you are not saying they are Nigeria. What does that mean? That means you don't have to kill your fellow brothers. You don't have to kill your fellow Fulani man. I mean, it's just unreasonable for me to hear that a governor, a seasoned governor, this same Masari that was a Speaker of House of Rep before, an experienced, administrator is talking this way. So what are we still now? Who are we looking up to as a role model in this country. These are people that we're supposed to be looking up to as role model. But instead of them, we looking at them as role model, we turn in our face because they are not relevant, that they are not useful for our purpose. So what he said is I totally disagree with it.
Okay, let's look at with all the things that is happening with the doctors. They know doctor is old salary, says FG.
But have you heard from the doctors? If you are not owing doctor salary, then what else are they striking for? Can I be well paid in my place of work and I will still be striking? You see, when you see there are a lot of lies going on, and God is against all this lie we're doing in this country. When you see red, you call it blue. When you see blue, you call it black. This man who is saying this, I'm sure he's Mr. Igige or that's Mr. Minister for Labour. It's FG now, and the spokesperson of FG in terms of the medical issues, types of the health issue, labor issues, is Mr. Ngige. You know, I think I never expected this from such, intelligent person. I never expected this from Mr. Ngige. That the doctors are not whole, and they've been on strike for how many months now, and all of them still want to, their check out like Andrew. All the doctors were about checking out, and they are Andrew, and the same
Saudi Arabia,
and the same people that still send the security people to go and disperse them away from where they were conducting interview for them. And you are not saying you are not owing them, and the doctors are saying you are owing them 10, 15 years as that salary, which is the same amount they are giving them for the past 15 years. It's still what they are giving them, and they say they want improvement in their life, they want improvement in their service. Give us what we needed so that we can be happy to treat Nigerians, not that we'll be sad. There are a lot of doctors of death around now because they are not happy to treat you. Go to hospital now, they will not attend to you with open mind. They will not, doctors are supposed to be friends. They're supposed to be friends to patients. But now, with the punishment that the government is melting up to them, they can never be friends to patients. And the outcome of it will be by result to death of any patient, because once doctor don't use the zeal he has to treat you, that person is gone already.
Let's look at Buhari visiting Imo State tomorrow. IPOB has said there's going to be a sit at home. Do you support that?
My brother, can you visit a house where you are not wanted? Can you visit a neighbor's house where you are not wanted?
The government of Uzodinma wants him.
Majority should carry the vote. And who are the majority? They are the masses of Imo, state of Imo. They are the masses. When they say they don't want him, I think the best bet is for the Mr. President to respect himself and abolish that journey, abandon that journey, because Mr. Uzodinma is just an entity. But the majority of the Imoites
that represents the people,
there is a servant to them.
But is their governor?
You say what?
He's a public officer. Is their governor?
Is whose governor?
Yes.
But he's a servant.
When people say what you want to do, we are not in support of it. Our majority carry the vote. We're supposed to reverse it and
for sake of stewardship.
Mr. President,
if they don't want the governor, the House Assembly should impeach him now. The House
of Assembly should.
The State House of Assembly.
The House of Assembly themselves. Is it what they send them to go and do that they are doing?
When you look at government, you know what I'm saying. When you look at government, the representative of the people is the governor and the House members. They are the ones that represent.
That's in a normal crime. But in Nigeria, it's not like that. They say government, democracy is about government of the people, for the people, and by the people, right? But in Nigeria, it's government of the people, for the leaders, by the leaders, and for the leaders. It's not for masses. It's not for the people any longer, because they are servants we sent overnight. They turn to our master, and they turn us to slave. So that is what is going on here, and I like what is going on in Imo. If I don't want a stranger in my place, if I don't like your face and I don't want you, I have to tell you boldly, so that when you come, the humiliation you get, don't blame anybody.
There's military tank.
How many people will military start killing an innocent masses all around? Tell me what is the offense? They booed Macron in France because the guy did not like his face, he threw a jab at Macron.
Yeah.
You remember?
A heavy slap.
Yeah, heavy slap. And there was even one that happened either in Auckland or that they threw like ice cream, on their president. That's been long. And look at what happened to Macron, because the guy does not like his face. He does not like his policy, and he has to react towards that. But yeah,
Imagine it happens in Nigeria.
That person go die for DSS. These facilities, you go die for that person. the village or they go ransack am. So, Nigeria is an awkward country. When people are moving on the right direction, Nigeria go divert, go back the circle. That's the way we are. The other way around. That's why we keep circling one. So that's just the problem we had now.
So it's not welcome. That's what I'm saying.
It's not welcomed in Imo State.
The people voice. Listen to the people voice. The voice of the people matters in that state.
Yes.
And they've said it. You are not welcome. We don't want you. A good leader, they will welcome him with joy and everything. But if they don't want you, they don't want you. Better stay clear. It's not everywhere you go that people will like your face and people. So where you've not done well, stay away from it. Send your representative, right? You can even send Oshibajo to go there and represent him. It's just a piece of an advice for him. So if you don't, because I don't know where the embarrassment the president may face in Imo, because that place is boiling right now, and what is on ground they are complaining for, it has not been settled. They have not settled what they want in that place. So why going there to talk story?
Okay. Lastly, let's look at Buhari has met with service chiefs, has directed that they should put an end to what's happening.
We've been hearing
having so many directives.
One directive too many. It's as if when they give that directive, it's when this government picking that called bandits, they will strike again. It is when they give that directive, the S-men will strike again. It is when they give that directive, the Boko, they will strike again. So why not talk less and more action? More action. You talk less and more action. All these the security chiefs, they themselves they are confused now. They are confused because they are infiltrators among them, among this military circle. They are infiltrators. They are more loyal to the bandit. They are more loyal to and the government of the day. They know all these things. They know all these things. So it's just a funny. They should just they should get their bearing right and stop acting and stop leading like a jester. Because what I'm saying now is like a jesting situation, or maybe jesters that are just coming on board and just keep everybody entertained, and they are not facing the serious governance that they're supposed to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
If you want to call in, the number is 08157515151. If you want to call into the program this morning, the number is 08157515167. I'll also paste it on the live chat so that you can see and contribute. Sunday just called in from Akwa Ibom, I believe so, and he had also contributed. If you are there and you want to also give your own opinion, you can call the number 08157515167. I have Mr. Raphael with me this morning. Good morning, Mr. Raphael.
Good morning, Mr. Chiku. Sunday even called me yesterday. He's responding to treatment at Ogoja, his hometown. So, good morning, Chuku.
Okay, we are looking at Nnamdi Kanu suing the federal government 5 billion damages on the infringement of his rights.
Yes.
An apology.
Yes, and that is the reason behind Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Comes 21st September. The court has granted him a leave to leave the SS facilities where he's being detained to go to Imo State to attend to the court there. Nnamdi Kanu sued federal government over military onslaught on his father's palace 10th September 2017. And then Nnamdi Kanu is going to partake in the court process at Abia State High Court there. Because, the Abia State High Court judge is the one that granted him that leave. And the federal court there, what do you call them? The Department of State Security Service, they have no option than to obey the court order. Nnamdi Kanu will be around. He will have his freedom comes 21st September this month.
Yes, he will have freedom.
It's a court process.
No, listen, it's a court process.
You don't know
but
what we
the freedom
stand
you call it leave is freedom. That leave is not gonna stay underground detention anymore. It's coming up from the underground detention to partake at Abia State High Court. Do you understand? The call by the Abia State High Court is to grant him leave. Is something as parole. Do you understand? In some instance, they call it, I think, it's just a short, freedom for him because he will take part in the courts. Do you understand? He sued federal government for illegal expulsion from Kenya to Nigeria. Yeah, it's illegal. They abducted him there. It's an illegal expulsion.
It's a case.
It's a case, yes. It's a case already, an instigated case, because they did not follow the normal process. It's part of the hearing at Abia State High Court. The Nnamdi Kanu will be there live. So you call it freedom. You call it leave. Okay. Are you listening to me? Yeah. Then the military onslaught on his father's palace is one of the charges there against federal government. They are the respondents. They will be the one answering him this time around. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be the one answering. Nnamdi Kanu is going to be like, how do I put it? Complainant now. Yeah. The federal government of Nigeria is the accused. They are going to answer to it. They infringe on his fundamental right, his dignity as a man. You understand? For bringing him back to Nigeria illegally, Nnamdi Kanu has been granted freedom. Leave. You understand? To come out of underground detention where they are just infringing on his human rights.
Let's allow the court to decide.
The court will decide at Imo State. He's suing federal government 5 billion naira and they're going to pay him because I know he's going to win. He has won already. He did not commit any crime. Nobody has indicted Nnamdi Kanu for any crime. Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for freedom of the Igbo people, Biafrans. So it is no crime for somebody to agitate for that. Igbo committed no crime, is agitated for the freedom of the Yorubas. The Middle Beltans, they are going to start their own very soon, and even the Hausas. Everybody is free to agitate in Nigeria. Agitation is everybody's right. You can agitate, I can agitate. You have your right, I have my right. So I don't see the reason why Fulani government is being this barbaric. They don't understand anything. They don't know anything. Fulani government is keep on infringing on Nigerians' rights on daily basis. It is wrong. Nnamdi Kanu is moving freely. Comes 21st September. Okay. He's going to his community. Abia State, his state, Abia. Federal government is going to answer all his queries there. Nnamdi Kanu is going to query. Federal government comes.
Do you see the federal government complying to that?
If they don't comply, they will comply by force. Federal government, if they fail to obey court rules, ICC is there. International Court of what? Justice. Amsterdam is there. She understand. So I'm not afraid. Nobody is afraid whether they comply or they don't. ECOWAS court is there. Most of the rights and justice given to Nigerians on any international case or local case is always based on what ECOWAS court has been doing. ECOWAS court is the one giving us justice. Nigerian court, Nigerian High Court, Nigerian government, they don't obey court orders.
Somebody is asking you, saying, how far about Abakari, the Super Cup?
Abakari, the Super...
Has he answered the case in America?
Thank you so much. They have been following the process now. They have been processing his documents. They don't want to jump into it. Abakari is going to the United States of America, whether he likes it or not. He committed an international crime. In connivance with Hush Puppy, they dupe American firms, millions of dollars. I'm telling you, it is beyond... SN1 is beyond Nigerian judiciary, it's beyond Nigerian constitution and laws. This time around, Nnamdi Kanu, Abakari has committed an offense against American firm or firms there in the United States. So this is beyond Nigerian court, this is beyond Nigerian jurisdiction, this is an international jurisprudence and they must follow it accordingly. It has nothing to do with local Nigerian jurisprudence. Of course, you know, our president, they always mess the law here. The Department of Judiciary in Nigeria has no say. It is only the executive that has say. But this time around, it was a court order in the United States that ordered that the FBI should come to Nigeria and fetch the useless, criminalized, and idiotic super cop who connive with an internet scam and dupe American firms millions of dollars. He's going to United States to answer it. SN1, let me ask you, have you heard that American forces came to Nigeria and they took away their own and American hostages. After taking the man away, they killed 6 Nigerian kidnappers and leaving only one to live to tell the story of what happened to others. Ezenwa, have you heard that? Let me tell you, the Super Cup, if Nigerian government refuses to send Abakari to United States of America to answer to this crime, I'm telling you, don't be surprised that within a short period of time or in the course of time, Abakari will be disappeared maestrously.
Seriously. Okay. Buhari is going to come to Imo State tomorrow. He's planning to visit Imo State tomorrow. Other people have spoken. What is your take on it?
Oh, my take on it is that even the trees, the leaves, the air, the sun knows that every Dikenali, chickens, cows, goats in Imo State don't want Buhari there. They don't want Buhari to obey that invitation by the so-called 419 governor, Abakari governor, Fulani governor, in the person or on the person of Hope Uzodinma. No! You cannot, after bombarding Imo State for over 3 months, you expect, oh God, Imolites to allow you on their land. Such invitation could be very dangerous. I sound my warning to Nigerian Fulani president called Buhari. I don't know your name. Maybe your name is Abubakar. Jubrin don't die. The real Buhari we know is dead. You, I send this warning to you. Being a messenger or a stranger who has already cast spell on Nigerians, be very careful. Nothing that starts that doesn't end one day. Be very careful. You are going to Imo State. The people you killed, the people you oppressed, you suppressed, you kill their children on daily basis. You are going there to visit them, to open your dirty teeth. You want to smile at them, you want them to hail you. See, Uzodinma might pay 1,000, 2,000 people to hail you in Imo State. Let me tell you. The land of Imo State, they test you. They test what you represent. We don't want any presence of Mr. President in Imo State. As of now, the situation in Imo State warrants that you don't go there. Oga, don't risk your life.
The army are there. The army tanks are there.
Thank you, sir.
To protect the president.
Thank you, sir. Danger knows that the Igbos are more dangerous than he. Are you listening to me? Danger itself knows that it cannot intimidate the Imolites, the Igbo. If we are afraid of armored tanks and the presence of the military army, we would have no reason to embark on this agitation. If you can see the cloud, the atmosphere of this agitation of us, you will find out that in recent time it has gotten much thickened, thick. We are not afraid of guns, of course. If we are, initiation of ESN shouldn't have been. But we initiated ESN.
Why is David laughing?
They are there. They are doing their good work.
Say you're not afraid of guns.
We are not afraid of guns. If we are afraid of guns, I should have no reason to be here. Philip TV should have no reason to be on air every day, disseminating vital information to the members of the world. We are not afraid of presence of 30 armored tanks in Imo State. We are not afraid of camouflage uniform. I'm not afraid of the army, nor the police, nor the DSS that are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a human being, I'm a human being. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have two scrotum or scrota, because it's more than one. Scrota. He has two scrota, I have two scrota. Are you listening to me? So, wave off this military presence or armored tank of 18, because I know that Boko Haram bandits, they are human beings. They always confront them in the bush, there in the north. And they make champion of our military. Okay, they make fun of them.
Lastly, I want to ask you, what is a better way of handling these bandits?
The bandits,
Gumi has said that using military force is not the way.
He should be arrested.
Using military forces or force on bandits or herdsmen is not advisable. An advice from Gumi, Sheikh, a cleric, a Muslim cleric. He deserves what? He deserves to be arrested now. The police, the DSS, they called Fulani DSS. They called Inspector General Fulani, Inspector General. The so-called Fulani Chief of Army Staff. The so-called Fulani SGF, Boss Mustafa. They are supposed to be hunting for Sheikh Gumi now for making such treasonable statements. That statement is treasonable. Are you listening? That they shouldn't use force on armed robber. They shouldn't use force on terrorists. Is it right? You are using force on Igbowo. Is Igbowo a terrorist? You are using force on Nnamdi Kanu, who is down on underground cell. DSS facilities in Abuja, they are underground though. You are using the military to track IPOB Igbo man. Are we terrorists? He said he's not going to use military force on headers and bandits. Gumi is a bandit. Gumi is a Boko Haram. Gumi is among Fulani terror group called herdsmen. I'm telling you the truth. Such statement is weighty enough. It has enough weight to disintegrate, to throw this country into confusion. Lawless one. What are you saying? You can help me.
No, sorry.
Yes, say something.
I beg, use our dialect, Igbo dialect. Tell our people in Southeast that day President visit to Imo State tomorrow. All Igbo should stay inside. Nobody should come out. That only thing alone will send a signal to President and his government that Igbo people generally don't welcome him. They don't love him. They should stay indoor. Nobody should come out.
Thank you.
Let only President and his aide and the governor should go there. President will know that they have tell lies. They have tell him lies that Igbo love him. Igbo love him. Use Igbo now. Tell the Igbo people tomorrow. Let us stay indoor.
Thank you so much, Lucky, for your contribution and for giving me this audacity and prerogative to speak my native accent or Igbo dialect. Ndị Imo State. Genunte. Buhari na-abịa echi n'Imo. Buhari na-abịa echi n'Imo ka ahụ asị na ihe ụzọ dị mma na-eme n'Imo steeti dị mma. N'ihe Nnamdi Kanu na-eme adịrọ mma. N'ihe IPOB. Mbụ niile IPOB na-agba ka anyị wee nweta obodo anyị bụ Biafra na ọ dịghọ mma. Achọrọ m ka unu bịa echi niile. Unu mee echi niile gịnị? Observe as sit at home. Unu niile onye ọbụla apụta na ilo. Onye ọbụla nọdụ n'ime ụlọ ya. Hope Uzodimma si abịa Imo. Na ọbịa na unu ga na-achịsị ọchị na-ebeli aka na ọ na-eme ihe dị mma. Unu ma na omumu mugu ka ọ bụ. Hope Uzodimma bụ mugu. Buhari bụ mugu. Ihe unu ga-eme bụ unu wee nwayọ ụnọdụ na ụlọ. Unu apụta n'ilo. Unu abịakwa na beli ya bye bye. Unu abịakwa na gosi ya solidarity. Ha na-akpọ solidarity n'obodo oyibo n'oyibo. Ihe unu ga-eme bụ onye ọbụla nọdụ na be ya. Mmadụ apụkwa n'ilo. Onye pụkwa ilo. Ihe mere ya aka anyị bụ ndị Igbo adịkwa ya. Ndị ọhaneze ndị Igbo. Unu ihe unu eme nzuzu a alaikele m ya. Afụrụ m ya n'anya. Onye ọbụla fụrụ unu n'anya. Unu apụtakwana. Onye isi ndị ọhaneze ndị Igbo Obi ọzọ apụtakwana. Nọrọ onwe gị n'ụlọ. Obi Afọnịcha ọ bụ na Buhari abịa ọ sị gị bịa kene nya bịa kene gị n'Ọnịcha. Mana nyakwana pụta n'Ọnịcha. Egwukwali ya zọbata ụkwụ na ya palace n'Ọnịcha. Nya bịa kene gị. Ejekwana nyakwana ejene. Igbo mma mmanụ. Long live IPOB. Long live Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Federal Republic of Biafra and Oduduwa. That was my take.
Thank you. Everybody, Mr. David, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I hope you understood what Mr. Raphael was saying.
I don't. You can surprise.
He was saying that everybody in Igbo land, especially Imo State, should sit at home and not.
He said?
Everyone in Imo State, every Igbo man should sit at home and not come out when tomorrow.
Why would they come out? Why would they come out? Come out and do what? Now, you see, Buhari should have known that people from the Southeast don't want him to visit the state. Now, the person that is even inviting Buhari, Hope Uzodimma, what is he inviting Buhari to come and commission? Which project has he embarked on? project do one kilometer of road he has not construct. What is Buhari going there to commission? Now I believe Buhari should now he should call reach out to every security agents to know if his life is safe now, because some might tell him come that the people like you, love you. If I were Buhari, I would do a background check, a survey of how things is going before I embark on our strike. Because
the military tanks are there.
Who are the military tanks? Can military overpower all the other people in the state? Buhari should not deceive himself. I don't want to hear say they shoot bird in your mouth fly. See, Buhari is going there to disgrace himself. No, see, IPOB has declared a sit-at-home order. Nobody is coming out tomorrow. So let up and Buhari, let them talk round the state tomorrow.
Okay.
And Buhari will be very, very ashamed if the state becomes a ghost town, a ghost community whereby nobody, if he does not send anybody on the road. So that will send a very strong signal to him that these people are not in support of your words, of your tyrant government.
But the governor is inviting, the governor of Imo State is inviting.
Who is the governor? The reason why the governor is inviting him is because Buhari himself helped him to win the election. Did Hope Uzodimma win election? Did he win election? Supreme Court governor. Did he win election? So now it is time to pay. Now it is payback time to pay his master for what his master did. Now you can see every state governor is now banning, making law to ban open grazing. Hope Uzodimma said no. He said Imo State will not follow suit. He said Imo State will not ban open grazing law. He said rather they will fashion out way to talk to the
farmers,
to the Fulani elders,
how they can
work hand in hand. Is that way? And now you are not saying that one. See, Hope Uzodimma is just there to make sure that everybody policy, every Fulanization agenda comes into what existence. Because I don't see why you want to bring Buhari to Imo State. You've not done any project. You've not embarked on any project. Now, what is Buhari going there to commission? What is Buhari going there to do? And if Buhari said Buhari said Namumu, that one also no get sense. Which president? He said Namumu. Literally, he should have known that this place is a danger zone. It's a no-go area. He should not even try to go there tomorrow, because tomorrow,
if you can go to Banditory,
which can
I cannot go to.
Is that threat in Banditory? Is it not from the region? Tomorrow, something there might be an upset too in Nigeria.
What do you mean by upset?
If you just say RIP to one person, I don't know the person name. Breaking news will happen tomorrow. So he should be wise. Hope should not lie him. Hope Uzodimma is a criminal. If he follow Hope Uzodimma will just throw him into put of hell. So Buhari should do every intelligence survey before he embark on that trip. And then the people of Imo State have said tomorrow, sit at home order. Nobody is coming out in Imo State. No banks, nobody would open. If he wants to come and visit, let him come and visit.
Yesterday, some banks were closed by the government, Imo State government, for not opening on Monday. That they will sit at home.
I was not aware of that.
Yes, they sanctioned. They locked the banks. The banks.
They would. It shows that the government of in the state has lost control. If the people can always abide with the rules by what's it called? IPOB. It shows that the government on ground is not on ground, and then it is not the will of people. It is not what they want. The government of the is only trying to enforce those policies on them. It shows a government will say you guys should come out and work, and the people would resist that and still follow IPOB orders. It shows IPOB is solidly on ground than the government.
Gumi blames federal government for rise in kidnapping. banditry. I don't know what.
Call me. There's fire inside of me. I want to pull it down.
Gumi
said what?
Gumi blames federal government for rise in banditry,
Yes, I agree with that.
saying that they should have not used force on the bandits.
No, if it's that one using force on them, I totally disagree on that. But for them to blame federal government, I totally disagree. I agree on that because if federal government have caught this issue of banditry from the onset, Gumi would not come into the picture. That is it now. If government have used force on them earlier since when this issue of banditry came into existence, if government have forcefully the way they were treating IPOB, if government have done that to them, Gumi will not be what? Gumi will not be the what? Intermediary between the bandits, the government, and the masses. Our Gumi will not be the what? Wholesaler. Gumi will not be the wholesale.
The middleman.
Yes, will not be the middleman between the buyer, the wholesaler, and the consumer. That is it. Yes, government on their own to ask blames. And now, if you say that government should not use force on them, now Gumi knows that if government use force on them, he will not get his own cut out of the kidnapping business, banditry stuff. That is why.
Okay.
And now,
about Buhari entering Imo State, somebody saying, so Mr. President no fit enter state of his choice because of Mr. Kalu. Say, Oga, you dey learn work. That is from Chris Kola.
state of his choice. State of his choice. Which state of his choice? State of his choice. How does it mean state of his choice?
Say Buhari can go to any state and nothing happen.
Nothing can happen.
Yes.
Okay, let's wait and see now. Tomorrow, Shebi, IPOB has declared sit-at-home order, and now the president is going there to visit. Okay, now let the governor of Imo State hope Uzodinma. Tomorrow, everybody in that state would sit at home, and the president would visit a ghost town, a ghost community. So what's now the essence?
Don't you know that they are supporters of Uzodinma?
Who are the supporters? Those minute few. Who are the few? Let's say 2 out of 100. Let's hope Uzodinma. Let his aid. Let them go and welcome Buhari. Because if you sit down for abroad, they say president can visit any state of his choice. What has he done? Has he done anything in that state for him to go and visit them? What has he contributed as the president? Or what project did he give to the what? Imolite? Every day it has been sending soldiers there to kill them. Soldiers going there in large numbers just to kill them. And now they are saying the president has right to visit. Maybe tomorrow. Make it go now. It's a go yes cause.
No doctor is own salary, federal government saying.
Federal government, they are mad. Federal government of Nigeria, federal government of Buhari, they are mad. You are not owing people salary. Then why did they embark on strike? If you are not owing a salary, or if you increase their working, if you release their working benefits or their benefits, now if you pay them promptly, would they embark on strike? Or if you make the hospitals more very okay for them to attend to what patients, would they go on strike? Or if these people, if according to the agreement you guys reached, if you increase their salary during the COVID-19, all the hazard allowance in which you promised them, have you fulfilled that promise? 15 months working allowance now. Federal government has not met up now. You are saying you are not owing them salary. If you owe your staff salary, if you don't owe your staff salary, you are paying him as Zawendi. You are giving him all his entitlements, incentive, benefits. Will the person still embark on strike? No, now. So that one is no case. Federal government, that one will be matter. Federal government is owing them huge money. Huge money. My take is, Uzodinma should not mislead the president. All is not well in Imo State. Buhari, my advice: stay in Abuja. Don't go to Imo State and disgrace yourself. Don't go to Imo State and disgrace yourself tomorrow. If you see, I know Buhari, I don't want to hear breaking news. Oh. I don't want to hear breaking news tomorrow. I don't want to hear say they stop president. Oh. Or they shoot president. Let go. I don't want to hear breaking news tomorrow. Me, I still like I'm small, but make it stay for Abuja. Hope should not bring it to public and don't give you national disgrace. Because Hope to himself too. That one self na mumu. Hope is not myself na mumu. That one to be governor. Na mugu governor. So that is my take.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. Good morning. You are laughing.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. My name is Lucky Ehiaguna Edonobi Lagos. Thank you, Mr. Christian. Good morning.
Our president is coming to Imo State tomorrow.
Yes, I have a song for President and Imolite. And I will join my brother, Mr. Rap. Let's sing the song. I know those who understand the song. Just a little bit song. Animali vera bada, animali go to Imo, animali vera bada. Imo people don't come out, Imo people stay your house, Imo people don't receive it. Animali vera bada, animali do soto, la di la. Animali vera bada, animali go to Imo, Imo people don't come out. Animal, we don't want to.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes, animal they wear agbada. After killing Imo, they go Imo. Imo people stay in your house. Don't come out. That's the meaning.
That's what you're saying. They should not come out.
Yes.
Your president is visiting your state, and you're telling your people not to come out.
After killing millions, after killing people.
No, they have not killed millions.
Eh?
They have not killed millions.
My brother, if I'm a
they are facing
what?
And ESN, not the people.
Oh my goodness. What did they do? Gumi,
The born politician.
listen. What did they do? Gumi, that is bold. Gumi, that is coming now, challenging governor, challenging the nation. President have not, DSS, police have not invited him. I wasn't here yesterday, and I look at the threat. And people are quiet. People cannot talk. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble for this nation. And my advice to Imo people, please, only tomorrow, don't come out. Stay indoor. Let the governor of Imo State, and counterpart, what's the name? Igige, go arrange crowd. Stay in your house. That's what I will be very happy. Stay indoor, shops you lock, so that president will be ashamed. That's the it.
Is it not a disadvantage to Imolites?
My brother,
Using your president.
listen, after how many years he spent for government? Nothing. What is he going to commission? Is it the road that the previous government do? That the governor of Imo State say the president is coming to commission? Look, they want to make name, but Igbo people should allow, not only all the eastern region, even some south, from the southeast, everybody should lock your shop, don't go to office. That should be a big shame. Even the president, his brother will tell you that your people doesn't love him. Imo, stay in your house, don't come out tomorrow. I'll be very happy with you.
Okay, let's move over. No doctor is being owed salary. That is the federal government is saying, and they are not owing doctors' salary. What do you think? What's your take on it?
I don't know why Igige, Minister of Health, keep telling lies to Nigeria. We are not fools. We are not owing the salary. Why are they on strike? I don't know why. Are we kids? I'm more than 55 years now. You don't owe me salary. Do you think I will stay at home? You don't owe that salary. Why are you negotiating with them? Why are you holding meeting with them? Oh, my brother. You see, my pain is that Nigeria are sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. They are waiting for this man to just exit. They are waiting for Buhari to just go. But people are dying. People are dying. Yesterday, I listened to Gumi yesterday saying terrorists should be given amnesty. Because you know why Gumi have that boldness? Because terrorists took over government in Afghanistan. So he believe one day that's how Boko Haram took over government in Nigeria. So Gumi is a terrorist. If Gumi can be coming out national television or the press conference, DSS have not called him, and the Southern governor, I expect yesterday, Southern governor and the leaders of Southern governor should issue a threat back to Gumi and federal government. It's only the governor of Imo's Benue State who said government are watching Gumi making statement, threat statement to the nation, but nobody's inviting him. We are a big mess, and upon of that, Imo State governor still inviting a president. And you know, wonder what is going on to Usodema might. When the people don't love you, if I the president come and do what? I give you an example. President came to Lagos when Zawolu invited him. At the end, president said, you can't sit in your Lagos determined Sony. He sent a message to Tinubu, but since then, when Tinubu heard that message, Tinubu collapsed and rushed to London. Since then, Tinubu have been sick because of that language, that you can't sit in Lagos and determine Sony. So don't be surprised. President will go to Imo. You know, he didn't go to school. He doesn't know how to talk. You got lash in there. So lash is on the man himself. So my happiness tomorrow, let the whole world know that tomorrow president is visiting nobody in the street. I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. If tomorrow IPOB, Imolite, Igbos can declare public holiday, lock on the shop, I will wear cap, I will wear IPOB clothes and wear and stand here in the world and be one of the number one supporter. I will do that tomorrow just to shape the president. Not fight, not killing. Stay in your house. Let the governor shape. That's my.
What if the Imo government gives the directive that everybody needs to go about their...
What of before when IPOB have been declaring stay house? Has governor, even governor too stay? I will not see governor. Governor stay every Monday. I mean, why can't the governor force
Mr. Taiwo is saying that, Mr. Lucky, you are now an IPOB member.
You see, the reason is that my brother Taiwo, God bless you. I say one thing is that, number one, president, he has no mission, he has not done work in Nigeria, mostly Imo, or in Edo State, even Yoruba. Mr. Taiwo, my brother, God bless you. Yesterday, we have vice president in Nigeria who is about to spend 8 years. Did you believe on the road there was heavy protest yesterday? There was heavy protest yesterday. I went there, carry placard. I will take the shot. Roads are bad. Osibajo is there. So visiting Imo State is just unjustifiable. The president doing nothing. Why do you go to visit? Look at Lagos State. No road in Nigeria. What are you going there to visit? Mr. Taiwo, God bless you. We are not happy. Our government never do us well. We are not happy. So that is why that is a protest. IPOB know what to do. They should stay in their house. Because that's the only thing that the government always understand. If you don't come out, the president will come out and see if everywhere is empty. He will ask the governor, why my brothers are not here? Let the governor answer. I'm not saying I'm a member for IPOB. I said if they can declare tomorrow public holiday, for not coming out.
Who have the right to declare public holiday, if not the government?
Okay, for a year now, more than a year, IPOB have been declaring public holiday in Imo State every Monday. Why did the governor obey? Why did the governor obey? So the governor believe IPOB is more superior. We have two government in Southeast now. So the only thing, even if Edo, even if president is coming to Edo State, we will stay in talk. We will come out because president have not do anything in Edo State.
State are also not happy with the federal government.
The whole Nigeria is not happy with Buhari. Let me mention the name. The whole Nigeria is not happy. What are you going to post for? Is it killing, kidnapping? When somebody is coming out to say that I must take your land by force, I must take your land by force. When you go to the north, they boast that they had a large land. What are you coming to do in the south? To what? If I want to buy a cow, I will request for cow. I pay the traffic, not bringing cow, millions of cow to eat my farm. I don't need you. Stay in your indoor. Look at me, Lagos State now. There is no road in Ogun State or Border. No road. That's heavy protest yesterday in Ogun State. Heavy protest. Otta Road, my brother. I have Fashola there. The road, they drop Fashola. Say, Fashola, look road. It's a signal. This government doing nothing. So, Mr. Taiwo, I am not saying I'm an IPOB member, but what I'm saying is that this president is not doing well. There's a lot of
Somebody else is saying that you are like one of these Nigerian politicians.
I am
Now
not
here in favor you. Now you they stand.
No, I am not a politician, but I'm telling you, let's say the reality. The reality is that this present government is not working. Let me tell you, Sanwo-Olu is not working. Sanwo-Olu, all you know, that's. Landlord have frustrated a lot of us. Increase rent anyhow. Lagos State, that's anyhow. Nepal, that's anyhow. So there is nothing we are benefit for this government. Nothing we can boast of it now. So we are in trouble.
Okay, Mr. Kule said you are saying yam is 2005. He said no, yam is 1,000 in his place.
Kule,
he said he bought yam 1,000.
for where now? He should mention the state where they have a bigger yam 1,000 naira. If Kule can show me, don't go and show me.
Because he didn't come yesterday.
Let me tell you, yam, okay, Kule, yam is different for yam. You cannot compare Odisha yam with Osun yam. Osun yam are like this. And if you buy Osun yam now, but you can't eat it. You can't eat it. Let's go and price yam now. Then your camera won't finish. We go to Kuala there. We go and price yam.
Yam there is expensive.
Okay. So Kule, where's Kule? Kule doesn't even know his village. He doesn't know his village. So why is he say yam? What type of yam? Yam is different from yam. You can't compare Odisha yam to Osun yam. You can't compare Edo yam to Ogbomoso yam.
Okay, finally, your final thought, Mr. Lucky.
Finally is that all youth, all Nigerians, these few years of this president, these few years of this APC, we should all rise up, protest, not to just come and speak grammar here. But what I'm saying, please, president, visit the Southeast is unnecessary because the people have rejected you. The people have rejected you. Not only Southeast, Southwest, they are not happy. The Yorubas are not happy. The Edos are not happy. The Ibados are not happy. Because why? You are making it difficult for us. You are making it difficult for us.
Okay.
If Gumi, who's a terrorist, can be holding press conference, our president is not talking. Something is wrong. They say, Gumi say, listen, Gumi send a message to press the president. take action now against this government who is approving Kesa. But I was expecting, and they say, above Lagos, above Pini, should immediately reply and reply Gumi, reply president, that a terrorist sending a message going about DSS have not arrested him. Release Igboho, release Kano, release those you detain under politics, those that don't love you. I do not love this president. I love Jonathan. I love Obasanjo. I love Yar'Adua. I love other presidents because they make us to know that Nigeria is one. But this president come to divide us. Buhari, go. Whatever in the name of Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Aloke has spoken extensively.
Good morning, viewers.
Good morning, Mr. Charles.
My name is Mr. Charles.
Let's also revisit Buhari comes to Imo State. You are from Imo State?
Yes.
Is he welcome?
My brother is not welcome. I'm a bona fide son and I'm from Imo State. I'm born Pisa to be precise. And for you to say that Buhari is welcome in my state, my brother, it's just a blatant lies, you know. But there's a question someone asked. Don't the president have a right to visit any state in Nigeria? Yes, he has. But as it stands now, he is not welcome in my state. You understand? You get what I'm saying? Let Hobu Zaduma go ahead and hire 1,020,000 people and pay them that they should come and welcome Mr. President wherever he's coming to. He is not, and he will never be welcome in my state. Because tell me what exactly is he coming to do? Is it to commission road or to commission what? What is bringing him to Imo State? Or is he just coming to laugh to put more pains on my people? My brother, when we are saying all this, it's just because it has not happened to some of those that are commenting. Because once you have a relative or a family member attached, that something like that might have happened to, or a family member of yours were killed or injured, you will not be there sending that kind of message you are sending because you will know the pains and what it takes. Mr. President is not welcome in my state. Like I said earlier, I don't care. He is not my number one citizen. As long as Buhari has been debted in mode of disintegrating this country and detaining those that has nothing to do with his government, those that have said they don't love his government, why are you detaining Sunday Igboho? Why are you detaining Nnamdi Kanu? These are people that just come in existence and they say they don't like your government. They want to go. And you are here detaining them. If you like call him the number one president in the whole world, as long as he is not temporary, he justifies the killing of human beings more than the one he is ruling. I don't think he's my number one president, Mr. Man. You know, like I said earlier, let Hobu Zadema go ahead and pay other people to welcome him to Imo State. He is not welcome in my state. Trust me, and I know my people very well. Let him come. I trust my people. Nobody, not even an ant, will be fetched outside tomorrow. It's a promise. Let him come. Somebody asked a question here when the other speaker was saying something. He said, the achievements the other past government have put in existence. That is why he's coming to commission. Why are you coming to Imo State? Are you coming to see your son? Because we believe that Hobu Zadima is your second child, or your first son for that matter. What exactly is bringing him to Imo State to do? Just to inflict more pains on the people of Imo State or what? I trust my people. I'm from Abompise local government. Like I said earlier, trust my people. He is not welcome in my state.
Okay, let's look at no doctor is being old salary. It says FG.
Why is it that every now and then the Minister of Health keep on lying to people? If we are not owing any medical doctor, why are they embarking on strike? Why? I am working for you as you employ me in your company. I decided to go on strike. What is the essence of going on strike? There are so many things that are attached. Either my denomination is not being paid, or my salary, or other things, the sentiment that is being attached to the most of the contracts that has been put before you employ me as a worker. Then you are telling me that the federal government are saying that they are not owing any medical doctor in this country. My brother, it's just a lie. These are things, it's just a lie from a pit of hell. You can't just come out and start telling people that the so renowned medical doctors are going on strike why their salary has been paid. They cannot do that. These are people with some knowledge, educationally wise. Why will he be telling the whole world? Why will he be coming out in the media to lie to people that these people have been paid? Why they are not being paid? These are people that have been trained to fight and to defend the human health. And you cannot tell me that as a medical doctor, what they are assigned is also to defend your health and my health. And you cannot work in a dilapidated hospital where there's nothing to write home about, no materials, nothing. And you are telling me that they have been paid. There's nothing like that.
Okay, my final thought, Mr. Charles.
My final thought is that I indulge my people back there, not only Imo State, the whole Igbo land. Everybody should sit at home tomorrow. Because these are means and these are signs, these are means of signal. You are going to signal to the whole president, not even to the president himself, to the whole world, that we are not fighting, we are not happy with his regime. Because you cannot keep on killing my people and you expect me tomorrow to come out and show solidarity to you while coming to my state. We cannot do that. So let him go. To hell with Mr. President, like I said. And I'll continue to say this again. To hell with him. Because my people's life has been put in danger. My people's life is in danger. You cannot keep on killing my people and you're expecting me to come out tomorrow in mass and clap for you because you're coming to my state. To hell with Mr. President, to hell with Buhari, to hell with all cyber that's attached to his cabinet. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Christian, wait. Let me greet Taiwo. Oga Taiwo, we are throwing salute to you again. Oga Taiwo, you know, you are our man. You have been supporting us since inception of this platform. Oga Taiwo, I hail you. Let me tell you, as we work here, we are one. No, Lucky is an IPOB. I am Edo. Chigozie is an IPOB. Is an Oduduwa, is a Yoruba. All of us, we are one here. Let me tell you, Lucky support IPOB more than all of you think. Lucky is part of us. Only that sometimes you go behave like Benin man. Sure, understand? Lucky and I and Chigozie and Charles, everybody here, we are one. I know say this music we sing today, where Lucky support you, Imo and Igbo. In Chucky or Gataiwo, we are one. We are one.
Sorry. Anyway, we are one. God bless you. You know, sometimes when you do good, I will support you. When you do wrong, I will support you. But what we are saying, our president, our vice president, my brother, they are women. They are not naughty. They are not supposed to be. In fact, even local government chairman, we don't need them. Please, my moderator, God bless you. Your viewers who are watching, God will lift you up. You will live 100 years. God bless you. The main one. You all of us are making us happy. We are happy. Coming out every day morning. Taiwo, all my brothers, Matthew, everybody, God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You have come to the end of Bystanders. At the newsstand, like we said, you can call into the program. Mr. Sunday called from Ogoja this morning, and if you look at the beginning of the program, he spoke extensively. You can also call. There's a number I used to put on the live chats. You can call that number, and from here, every other person can hear your voice and also your comments. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo, and everybody. Merriman BTV, Mega TV, Rosemary Patrick, Yinka, Ikechukwu Aneni, everybody, thank you very much for yes, thank you very much for participating. See, we meet tomorrow by God's grace. I'm Christian Chuku on this whatever edition of the program by Standard and News. And a big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow by God's grace.